Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Hello and welcome to the 2021-22 ANZ New Zealand Cricket Awards. I'm Laura McGoldrick.
And I'm James Gemmell, and welcome back to the third and final day of an awards ceremony that recognises the heroes and champions of the 2021-22 Home International and Domestic Summer.
In terms of the big awards, this is it. We'll be honouring our Domestic Players of the Year, our ANZ Test Player of the Year, the new recipient of the Bert Sutcliffe Medal and the Supreme Award for the Summer, the winner of the Sir Richard Hadlee Medal. On top of that, we'll be speaking with and farewelling Ross Taylor, looking back at the World Test Championship win and recognising those players who have either started or finished their international careers or have reached significant milestones.
The Women's Domestic Player of the Year award recognises the outstanding individual over both the women's Dream11 Super Smash and the Hallberg Johnston Shield competitions. There were several players in the running for this award, including the Sparks off-spinner Eden Carson, Blaze star Amelia Kerr, and the two Kates, Sparks captain Kate Ibrahim and the Braves' Kate Anderson. On this occasion, the judges voted for Northern District's all-rounder Nancy Patel. An off-spinner who scored useful runs in both formats, Nancy took 11 wickets in the Super Smash and topped the wicket-taking charts in the Hallberg Johnston Shield. With 18 at 17.83, including best figures of 6 for 25 against the Auckland Hearts. Well done, Nancy Patel.
There's some power from Nancy Patel. Has she got it up and over? Yes, she has.
This time down again, and she got her! Brilliant! Huge wicket!
It's a huge honour winning the New Zealand Domestic Player of the Year award. I've become quite versatile this season, and I think I put that down to all the hours of work the coaches have put into me and supported me through my switch, I guess, because I was a pace bowler and now I've switched to spin. So I dedicate that to my coaches.
Very cool. On now to the Men's Domestic Player of the Year award, who recognises those players who have excelled with both bat and all ball throughout the season in all three formats, the Dream11 Super Smash, the Ford Trophy and the Plunket Shield. This year was a remarkable one in this category, and because of that we have a very, very special result. Auckland captain Robbie O'Donnell led his side to the Plunket Shield title, scoring 502 runs at 83.67 with a game to go. Helped the Aces capture the Ford Trophy with 283 runs at 40.43 and also played a useful role in the Dream11 Super Smash, scoring 227 runs at 25.22.
On the other hand, Central District's batsman Tom Bruce scored 858 Plunket Shield runs at 143, including 2 double centuries, and along the way became the first New Zealander to score more than 500 first-class runs without being dismissed. Throw in Tom's useful white ball performances, and the judges found this pair impossible to separate, so they didn't.
The joint winners of the Men's Domestic Player of the Year award are Robbie O'Donnell and Tom Bruce. Congratulations to you both. Last summer, New Zealand and world cricket witnessed a feat of such rare brilliance. It had only occurred twice before in the 144-year-old history of the Test game.
Black cap spinner Ajaz Patel taking 10 wickets in an innings against India at Mumbai. Only England's Jim Laker and India's Anil Kumble had previously achieved this, and both had been playing at home when they did so. Making this even more special was the fact that Ajaz was born in Mumbai and was playing his first Test at the historic Wankhede Stadium in front of family and friends.
That one turn, Butchara didn't open his account, played all over it. Virat, neither did he open his account. Axar Patel was adjudged out, went upstairs. Oh, that's gone very high. Sachin Ravindra takes it! So it's all 10 for Ajaz Patel. What a day for him! Oh, it's been outstanding.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What a pleasure, what a privilege to be here to see this very, very rare achievement.
And what a way to celebrate. The celebrations of the Black Caps continued at the annual Hallberg Awards when the captain of the team, Kane Williamson, was named New Zealand Sportsman of the Year and the Black Caps were honoured as the Team of the Year. Not a bad effort when you consider its Olympic cycle. So many top quality contenders in the mix. So well done to Kane and the Black Caps.
Each year, the International Cricket Council names its men's and women's teams of the year in each format, as well as other honours. This year, 3 Black Caps were honoured. Kane Williamson was named the captain of the ICC Test Team of the Year. Kyle Jamieson was named in the Men's ICC Test Team of the Year as well, and Daryl Mitchell was awarded the ICC's Spirit of Cricket Award for his sportsmanlike conduct during the T20 World Cup. Congratulations to all three, to Kane, Kyle and Daryl. The Black Caps marked, along with the White Ferns World Cup win in 2000, arguably the most significant achievement in New Zealand cricket history, when they became the game's first ever World Test champions. After beating India in the final at Southampton, it was a stunning performance throughout from the New Zealand side and ended in the best possible fashion with the soon-to-be retiring Ross Taylor hitting the winning runs. Let's have a look back at the highlights.
I was pretty nervous leading into that World Test Championship final.
Seeing the joy on everyone's face, at times still don't feel like it's sunk in yet.
We know well that, in finals things can take all different turns at all different stages.
I think his exact words were something like, if you asked me 15 years ago if we'd ever achieve this, I'd tell you you're dreaming.
Oh, right on the toe, given 5 for Kyle Jamieson.
It's taken to test match cricket like a duck to water.
Bowden, beauty from Shammy, gets the length right. India on fire.
Got him. Ishant Sharma strikes.
Game on.
Oh, close, surely. That is a beautiful piece of bowling from Tim Southey.
Jamieson has got him twice in the game.
And the wickets are tumbling.
But Wagner has probed, he's prodded, he never gives in.
New Zealand have bowled India out for 170.
That's close. That place is given. A huge moment in the game. 5 million New Zealanders just breathed a sigh of relief.
Whips that one away and how appropriate. In 21 years of heartache, some bare margins for New Zealand, living proof that sometimes nice guys do finish first.
Yes, very special. Fittingly, following that trip down memory lane, the final category award today is the ANZ Test Player of the Year. And given the events of the past 12 months, there was much discussion over the most deserving candidate.
Tim Southey and Kyle Jamieson were consistently impressive, and of course Ajaz Patel made history and announced himself to the world with his 10-wicket innings bag against India, while Tom Latham and Kane Williamson performed strongly with the bat. Needless to say, the judges had many sleepless nights over this category before eventually agreeing that the performance of Devon Conway was the most deserving. Devon starred on debut with a double century against England at Lords and made 2 more centuries both at home against Bangladesh while amassing 767 runs at 63.91. Congratulations, Devon Conway.
Oh, that's a lovely shot from Conway. And there it is. Test 100 number 3 for Devon Conway, the little left-hander who continues to score runs like there's no tomorrow.
What it means to me winning the ANZ Test Player of the Year is just a really special feeling. Test is definitely the pinnacle of cricket, it's the purest form. It's the one that challenges you the most mentally, physically. Never thought I'd ever be sitting here one day saying that I win this award. So yeah, I'm really grateful to win it, and yeah, it's a real proud moment for me.
Ross Taylor has played a key role in the Black Caps' world-class performances over the past 8 or 9 years, and in combination with his current captain Kane Williamson formed what Brendan McCullum once described as the best 3-4 punch in world cricket. Appropriately, it was Ross with Kane at the other end who hit the winning runs in the Black Caps World Test Championship final against India last year. There are many Ross Taylor innings that will live long in the memory, not least his 154 against England in the second test at Old Trafford in 2008, and as already noted, his famous 290 at the Wacker against Australia. But one of his most memorable knocks will remain his astonishing 181 in the 4th ODI against England in 2018 at Dunedin, when despite a leg injury, he helped chase down a target of 336 with 3 balls to spare. Ross played his last test against Bangladesh in Christchurch in January and helped his team to a win in memorable fashion by taking the final wicket with his, shall we say, part-time off-spin, sparking celebrations amongst the team, the Hadley Oval crowd and the wider New Zealand cricket family. Let's take a look at the highlights.
I don't know what I'll miss the most, but when you played in this team for so long, it's going to be strange, watching and thinking, oh, Ross is not at first slip.
Brilliant for Ross Taylor. 1 out of the top drawer.
He goes through cover. A moment to savour for Ross Taylor, the first New Zealander to make 200 against Australia.
And this man deserves everything he gets from here on in.
A remarkable innings from a remarkably good young player.
Highest score by any visiting batsman to Australia.
Taylor gets his third Test wicket and finishes his Test career in the most remarkable style.
Ross Taylor must be proud. New Zealand must be prouder still.
There was not a dry eye in the house that day. And look, there may not be today, I'm not sure, but we have Ross Taylor joining us now. Ross, congratulations on a superb career. It's been a privilege to watch as a cricket fan. But has it sunk in yet that you've retired now? This is the end?
No, not yet. I think when people ask me how it feels, it sort of feels like it's the end of the season. I think it will hit home when the team walk out at Lord's, watching it from my own room, bed, 10 o'clock at night. I think it will start to hit home a bit more than it is at the moment.
Ross, there are so many memories. We've touched on a few and we've seen just a few throughout the course of the show. How special was it, though, to hit the winning runs in the inaugural World Test Championship? Such an historic moment for New Zealand cricket, for New Zealand sport.
After 2019, how close we got there, I never thought I'd get an opportunity to play in another World Cup final. So to go out there to get it on day 6 as well. I mean, there was so many ebbs and flows in that match. To be out there with Kane, to hit the winning runs, and to say you're finally a world champion is something I'll never forget, and definitely got to be up there with one of the highlights of my career today.
Your numbers are prolific. You go down as one of the greats. But Tests, ODIs or T20s, which is your favourite format?
I'll sit on the fence. Test match is definitely my favourite. 2020s is great fun to play, but one-day cricket is probably my best format, so sorry for sitting on the fence on that one, Laura.
You're allowed.
Which part of being a full-time professional cricketer do you think you'll miss the least?
Least? Probably being not out or on a pier or something. I won't be missing that anytime soon. There's sleepless nights, but there's definitely going to be moments that I'm going to miss. You know, we've touched on it before, whether you turn up and it's a green seamer, wondering what you're going to do. Is the captain going to win the toss or lose the toss and get out there? I'm going to miss, representing my country and miss the teammates. The camaraderie you hear from a lot of past players who have retired, that's what they miss, and I'm sure I'll be no different.
We've seen a lot of past players step into the commentary box with retirement. What are you thinking you're going to do? Will we see you in the commentary box again, Ross? I'm
struggling to keep a sentence here, Laura. No, I've got a few things in the pipeline, and I've had a little bit of a touch on commentary. I've enjoyed the stints that I've done, so never say never. The game of cricket's been really good to me, and it'll be nice to give back in some sort of way over the coming years.
Ross, congratulations on a marvellous career. Thank you for providing us with such happy memories.
Thank you.
The Bert Sutcliffe Medal is presented each year to someone who has given outstanding services to cricket. It is regarded as New Zealand cricket's most prestigious of the non-playing awards.
This year, the Bert Sutcliffe Medal goes to former New Zealand women's test batter, manager, selector, coach and historian Penny Kinsella. Penny began her playing career with Central Districts in 1981-82 and later played for Wellington until her retirement in 1996-97. She played 6 tests for New Zealand with a highest score of 53 and 20 ODIs, including the World Cup final in 1993. The daughter of Test and ODI umpire Dave Kinsella, Penny is a teacher and was a driving force behind reintroducing cricket for girls at Onslow College in Wellington, where she is currently employed as deputy principal. She has fulfilled many voluntary roles in cricket since her retirement as a player, including managing teams, coaching provincial, New Zealand A and South Island teams and squads, and 3 stints as a White Ferns selector.
Good Lord, she must be exhausted. As well as that, though, Penny was actively involved in the amalgamation of the New Zealand Women's Cricket Council and the New Zealand Men's Cricket Council in the early 1990s, and more recently was part of the project team compiling the history of women's cricket in New Zealand. Penny assists Cricket Wellington with selecting and coaching age group squads and mentoring players, and is on the board of the Cricket Museum, based, of course, at the Basin Reserve. Wellington awards the Penny Kinsella Trophy annually to the most valuable under-19 player. Our sincere congratulations to Penny.
So I got a phone call. I was in my shared office at work with other people going, really? So it was a lovely phone call. I was just so humbled by it because the things I do because I want to do it for people. So I want to recognise and keep people from the past involved so that they can continue to be proud of what they've done. But I also have a real passion for developing young players. It's just been my one sadness that I haven't developed a New Zealand cricketer out of it, but it could happen. I've got one on the go right now. A lot of our identity is wrapped up in the international game, but I feel that we need to take the flow that's coming from this World Cup and really build on it like we've never built on it before. Have to say it, first woman. So come on, let's get some more women onto that list, because there are women doing amazing things for cricket in New Zealand.
Well, and Penny is one of them. Well, folks, now we're down to one, and it is the supreme award of the night. The Sir Richard Hadlee Medal is awarded to the player whose performance and contribution, in the opinion of the judging panel, has excelled beyond all others. Last year's winner was Kane Williamson.
Not surprisingly, given the year we've had, there were several contenders for this coveted award, not least Stephen Conway, who's already been named the Test Player of the Year, Kyle Jamieson, who backed up his phenomenal form last season with 30 wickets at an average of 25.3. And we've already talked about the heroics of Ajaz Patel, whose storybook feat with the ball against India was easily impressive enough to be mentioned in the same breath as the man this award is named after. But this year, the winner is pace bowler Tim Southee, based on the strength of his sheer consistency throughout a season in which he excelled both at home and abroad in helpful and unhelpful conditions, and in all formats. Already named the winner of this year's Windsor Cup Award, Tim captured 36 Test wickets at 23.88, including best figures of 6 for 43 against England. He has now taken 338 Test wickets, 23 fewer than Daniel Vettori, and 93 short of record holder this award is named after, Sir Richard Hadlee. Please join us in congratulating Tim Southee.
Oh, that's close, that's really close, that's out! Oh, chopped off, Southee with a short one. Oh, knocked him over.
Edge catch it, yes, they got three! Oh my golly gosh!
The individual awards are really nice to accept, and but I think it just shows that the way that we work together as a group, the way that we've played our cricket for a long period of time has been great to be a part of, and being able to win games for our country is something that's very special, and I guess receiving these awards are very special, certainly the Sir Richard Hadlee Award.
Well, James, that brings us to the end of the show. It's been lovely working with you and a privilege to honour so many deserving players, officials, administrators and volunteers.
Likewise, and we look forward to that continuing over the next judging period. Also, we'd like to wish the Black Caps all the best for the ICC T20 World Cup in Australia, and the White Ferns our best wishes for Commonwealth Games success in Birmingham. Once again, congratulations to all the winners, and good night from us here at the ANZ New Zealand Cricket Awards.